with the Death card in reverse here. You can see that up close. And maybe you moved and felt like there was a little bit of a squabble over possessions between you and your old partner, your newly ex-partner. And you didn't quite care. Maybe you cared a little bit with the Judgment. It was definitely for the best that you left these relationships behind, or if you're continuing to do so in February, we'll see what comes out here. So the Judgment on the Page of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, maybe it didn't happen as quickly as you would have liked it to, and maybe you were needing a little bit of help in this regard to move on from particular circumstances, but you knew in your heart with the Judgment on the Page of Swords that it was time and it was the right decision. And I'm seeing that you had been contemplating this move, and this could have been in a job situation too, with this Two of Pentacles energy. Maybe you were waiting to find out if you were going to be getting a promotion and it didn't come through, or the package that they were offering to you wasn't precisely what you had been hoping for, and you still would have had to juggle your finances in a way that you weren't comfortable with. So towards the end of January, perhaps you started researching different opportunities for yourself, Libra, and wanting to move forward. And I'm very curious to see what February says into something that is more in alignment with what you find is fun. Because here with the Page of Swords, you just wanted to get rid of anything in your life that you haven't been enjoying for a while. And it felt like time. It was just you're at your wit's end with certain circumstances. So I'm wondering if that's resonating for you guys. So let's flip over the February cards. You have the World in reverse, the Lovers upright, and the Emperor upright. I'm just reading these and clarify this. Yeah, okay. So with the 10 of Swords in reverse on the World in reverse, moving into February, I'm feeling this eclipse energy out of this. How perhaps for some of you, ending these particular circumstances in your life has felt like a finale, and it's definitely clearing a new path, yet the new path hasn't revealed itself yet. So trust that it will, because I see February being a very energetic month for all of the signs to be stepping into things that are in more alignment with who authentically people really are. And with the Lovers here, again, what I said earlier about perhaps maybe in your career, Libra, for some of you, really wanting to start supporting yourself in a way. Maybe it's through a hobby that you want to start making into a cottage business, maybe something online that you can do in your evenings after work, and start really practicing your skills and putting to use your knowledge in a way that you can command people with your mastery. I see the Emperor as a mastery card. I'll just clarify these. And the Lovers. And maybe this is going to feel like you're a little wobbly in your skill set into your highest desire of where you want to be focusing in your life in February, and your confidence quite isn't where you'd like it to be, but that's okay. Don't feel like you need to know everything out of the gate when you're starting something new, Libra. Go easy on yourself and just keep practicing and putting the time in and the attention, and you'll get there. Because here with the Ten of Cups, I see on the Emperor, it's going to give you a lot of emotional fulfillment, whatever this is for you. And however it manifests is going to be different for everybody because everybody's an individual. So however it's speaking to you, Libra, as to what makes your soul sing and what lights up your heart center, I want you to start focusing more of your attention on that. Almost become single-mindedly focused, or like let it be your healthy obsession. In February and moving into March. So let's talk about the energies moving out of February into March, not to get ahead of ourselves. With the Four of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse. Clarify these. So yeah, this is another card of honing your craft. And as you hone your craft, Libra, you're going to be able to reap the rewards of what I was saying here. Perhaps maybe in February, you aren't feeling particularly like, well, I can't make money at that. There's so many other people out there who know so much more than me. But hey, you have to start somewhere, and so did everybody else. So cut yourself a break and go easy on yourself and just keep at it. If it's something that you really enjoy and you're sharing from a place of joy into the world, you can't go wrong. And ultimately, eventually, I see that you could be gaining some financial stability through those endeavors. And yeah, so again, with the Fool on the Moon in reverse, stop second guessing yourself. It's coming from a very deep place within you that is going to propel you into your future, Libra, and they may be really quiet soul whisperings that you get a hunch or a synchronicity, or you come across an online ad for something, or a phone call, or you're in a cafe and the people next to you are talking about something that you're interested in, and you kind of perk up and be like, well, that's weird. Those are little signs from your guides and angels who are out there to support you and be your personal cheerleaders to pay attention. And those little signs can be so much fun. I love that when that happens in my life and in other people's lives around me. When you get full body chills, and actually I just did. So pay attention to those sensations in your body when you're in moments that you're feeling so connected to what you're doing, and it just feels right. Like there's no question in your mind. But again, go easy on yourself and just maybe get books and hire a coach, or take trainings in person or online. There's a wealth of information that you can support yourself with to hone your craft in a way that you can eventually support yourself in this manner. And it's going to be glorious. Let's see. Here we go. So the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Yeah, I don't think that it's going to be coming from a place of intellectually figuring it out, coming back to those chills in the body and the synchronicities that appear in your everyday life. License plate that you're driving behind, or a bumper sticker that it just makes you laugh or giggle, like, no way, really seeing that right now? Or seeing triple numbers like 222 and 333, and thinking about just paying attention to what you had been musing about during those times when the little nudgings come. And it's going to be affirming for you, Libra, to come into a place where you can share with the world from a heart space, from a really internal soul knowing that you are on the right path. And how you know that is when you involve yourself in these activities, whether it be writing or music or some sort of other creative act. And I feel like this is all pointing to your individual unique creativity. And I know some people say, oh, I'm not creative. We're all creative, Libra. And our gifts with the world are unique to each individual. And the world needs you to put that out, because without it, there would be that missingness. And you can be an inspiration to other people by you living your life from a well-balanced, and you are the sign of balance, Libra, place of heart-centeredness and putting yourself out there into the world through things that you enjoy. And I'm fully in support of that, Libra. So let's see what time we are at. Okay, I'm going to pull a Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle by Judy Hall. You can see that. In spirit of doing these readings right now from Sedona. So let's see what the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle has to give you for a little bit more guidance for February. I think it's this one. Labradorite. That is beautiful. It's very blue. So that's showing me your throat chakra. The mind's eye. I'm going to read you the little blurb, Libra. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. Perfect. That's what I was saying about intuitive guidance, following your bliss and letting the sensations in your body, allowing yourself to really get out of your mind and tap into the physical embodiment that you get to have as a soul, and using your body as a vehicle to access the three-dimensional worlds. So I'll keep reading. Self-understanding. You are an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds is thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insights. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. So yeah, with the King of Swords here, I feel like it's talking about like not second guessing yourself and utilizing tools that will help you quiet your mind to be able to tap into your intuitive guidance that is always there, and we just need to get quiet as individuals. Divination. Beware of psychic vampires. Ensure that you do not have a leaky aura. You face a temporary setback, but a sudden reversal of fortune is possible. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Raise your consciousness to the highest levels. Labradorite indicates capricious love. So I'm seeing up here what they're talking about, psychic vampires, and how you're protecting yourself from these situations moving into February, and knowing your worth with the Judgment, and knowing that it's the right decision, and cutting them out of your life, and not worrying about where you're going to be making ends meet, because through this process of transformation through the month of February, Libra, you're going to be, again, honing your skills in a direction that is more true to your soul's purpose. So last but not least, it says healing insight. Giving your energy away is bad for your health. Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect your well-being. So throughout the month of February, Libra, focus on opening your third eye in the center of your forehead, which is a lot different than mental knowing. It's an intuitive knowing, as I was discussing a little bit earlier. And maybe using like online guided meditations is coming up that would be supportive for you to utilize as a tool throughout the month of February, and the binaural beats, the chakra cleansings. All of those are wonderful tools to sort of balance our vibrations so that we can become more in alignment and let our soul shine through.